I actually posted a video here, and I want to tell you guys how it's going. So that 5K accounts I was trading. Guy, I stopped trading the account. The only thing I do nowadays is just place few trades and let the account still be active. The reason being, I was strategy hopping in November and October, November, December. Okay, October I was not hopping, but November and December I was kind of all over the place. So I was really careful with myself not to sabotage. So I'm going to explain. Stay with me. So once again, happy New Year, happy 2026. I know you guys have set your goals and a lot of things you guys want to achieve, and so have I. So let's start from the beginning. So what I'm going to explain is why I was strategy hopping, what was the psychology behind me strategy hopping, and also my goals for 2026 and what this phase of my learning curve has taught me. So that is why I was strategy hopping, goals for 2026, my goals, yeah, and also what has helped me. That's kind of like three. So first of all, November and December, what actually happened? So in October, when I got my payout, you guys all saw that, I was really excited and everything. But then I realized that if I wanted to actually trade long term, the strategy I was using was not going to help me. Because first of all, the confluences needed for that strategy was a lot. And how will I be staying, like, why will I pass a prof firm in 3 months? I know some people actually feel comfortable doing this, but if to pass an account, I'll need 2 months, then get payouts on the third month. How would that feed me? You understand what I'm saying? So the psychology behind trading for me was I should be able to make money on a monthly basis. Yeah, that's what I told myself, monthly or weekly basis. And here it was. My strategy had like a good win rate, but I used to fuck up. I didn't really understand it well enough. It took me a year and a half to actually be able to develop that strategy. So back on point, I said no, I had to look for something else to incorporate with this so that I could remove those confluences that were kind of making the whole thing take a long time before I see trades. And that's why I don't post constantly. Okay, so wrapping up, I learned a lot of strategies. I learned CRT. I went to SMC again to learn, and also saw a lot of people who were teaching. I also went to classes. I attended some places, and what I actually found out was that in the really profitable guys, we were simplifying, not complicating. That's one thing I didn't get before. Simplify trading as much as possible so that you go further. If you complicate it, you start to hallucinate, see things that aren't there, and take losses after losses. And you only realize that you're not seeing the actual thing when you've taken the loss and you are reviewing your trades. And just imagine someone that is not reviewing or journaling his trades. How will he figure that out? So I figured how my strategy was lagging behind because I journaled my trades on my phone. And also, I didn't journal it properly. Journaling means pictures of all the confluences, the bias, and also a note on the mindset, the thought process, the risks and everything behind that trade. So what I'm doing now is that I'm doing those things on TG, where I saw some people do the same thing because TG is free now, while Google's own cloud storage, you have to pay for it. Okay, so after that, and I've just found out that the only thing I need was a couple of confluence and my strategy was good to go, and that's what I'm going to use 2026.
So the strategy I developed is basically a shift in structure and a retracement back, then in correlation with the DXY, which I use. Look at it again. It's just something simple. I'm not going for all those big things. Again, it happens here, but I did not mark this particular one. It happened here again, but there was no correlation with the DXY. it also happened here, multiple places. Happened here too. Happened here. So that the candle did not close below. And many places. So I was waiting for this one, but it did not form fully. So that's just it.
Now, my goals for 2026. My goals for 2026 is not that much. Not that much. I have them on my phone, so I'm sure the thing is not actually showing in landscape. But my goals for 2026 is, number one is to be max funded with fundedness. And another goal which I didn't write here is that I'm also going to be trading crypto. So you are max funded with funded next. The next thing I'm going to do is try to be max funded with a crypto prop firm. And the second thing in that list is to have multiple payouts. To have multiple payouts, at least 100k. I know it sounds absurd, starting from $80 to 100k payouts before the end of 2026, but yes, I want to bust the bubble of dreams and just reach it realistically. So I'll dream first, then achieve it later. Then I want to buy multiple 200 accounts from different platforms. Actually, when you are max funded and you still have the capabilities to diversify, you go to other prop firms and also buy their accounts, the good ones. Then another thing is be more spiritual, in tune with God. I know that some people are going to think this is just cliche, but that's the actual truth. To be good in anything, it's not about the physical only. You also have to be spiritual. And spiritual also concerns with mindsets. The mind space should be also grounded. And there's no other way to do that than to have God in your life and read the scriptures. Not be religion based, but God based. Understand? And what again? The fifth thing is to buy a good Android phone and also rent a good apartment. I'm not even really sure I'm going to buy an Android phone. I'm not sure. I might buy, let's say, an iPhone. The reason iPhone cameras are good. And they are more efficient. I haven't used an iPhone before, so it's going to be a good experience. What next? Let's see. This one is crazy. Actually, with here, buy a MacBook M series. That's Apple this in laptop. Let's just see if I can do those above. I can actually get the laptop if I want to, and also pass all my courses in the university. What again? Travel. Yeah. This one is something I've been wanting to do since I was a kid, which is to travel to as many foreign countries as possible. Not just to travel, to have new experience, because I'm a person that I don't like staying in one place, and the only thing that keeps me in one place is, let's say, finance, because I can't just wake up one day and travel. I actually have to have a plan, the finance to also be able to move from one place to another, because it would be stupid. Just imagine me picking up my bags and traveling to a place I've never been before when I have no money. There's no sense. Okay, what next? Okay. This one is crazy. Also wrote here, have a good girlfriend. This one really matters a lot, because as you grow up, you don't take things lightly again. I could say if I wanted to have 10 girlfriends, I would, because it's not that hard. You just have to be a little committed to the endeavor, because anything that you want to have usually needs two things: perseverance and persistence, or let's say consistency, because you have to persevere, you have to be consistent with it. So any girl you want to actually have, you need one thing: you have to pursue her if necessary, and also need money in order to pursue her. And that is kind of the easy part. But now the hard part is finding the one that is good enough for you, because she won't be be the best for you, but she will be good for you. And health I want to have. I don't really mingle again the way I used to, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Truth be told, it's not worth it. I had a good girlfriend once, and it didn't last long, but at least I had a test of what it means to actually be a good girlfriend. Those girls, or that girl was a potential wife candidate. I'm saying the truth. Potential wife candidate, wife material. But you can't take someone's daughter when you don't have the ability to take care of her, because yeah, she might be working or anything, but you as a man, you also have to be on your own game. You have to be on your own game, because love usually lasts a very short duration when things are not going well. Usually very, very short lived. So let's leave that part. What again did I write? Okay, also have a sound mental health. Have a sound mental health. I want to have a sound mental health, because trading, especially when your strategy is bad, will fuck you up. Truth, it will fuck you up. Have you ever lost 7 trades in a row and tell me your mind is still active the way it's supposed to be, not zooming all around like crazy? So, mental health is a very big deal. I'm this kind of person that I think a lot, and something might be very, very small, but I would think about that thing and the thing that surrounds it and why it's like that. Like, whenever the engines in my brain start, it really takes me figuring out that thing for the engines to stop, or I just have to leave that zone entirely, look for something to distract me before those gears stop turning. If not, I'll continue thinking about those things, and it's not always a good thing. So mental health is something. And also, I said have I said build a house that uses solar panels and has constant power supply. Bro, my dreams. My dreams. I will achieve them. I don't know how long it will take, but realistically, this sounds impossible. But I'm not being realistic here. I'm being as insane, as imaginary as possible. Dream about it. I don't want small goals. I don't want small goals. These are small goals for some people, very minor goals. But to me, this, if dreams were here, this particular thing I'm written down is like it's like a little higher, understand? But I think I can do it. And also to thank God, I think this one was a little long. Say thank God and to do something for those that work, that do something for him or that work in his house. So the reason why I wrote this is that I went to church. I joined a unit in church, and what we do in that unit, it's a media unit. You only do the technical stuff in school. In church, we make the displays. We make the Bible, the verses that the pastor talks, and everything. And one thing I saw is that everybody that works in the church works for their spirituality, you understand, trying to do something for God, knowing that God is a father, and there is no father that will want to see his son suffer when he's working for him. Even, let me say, my own case, my mom, if I do something for my mom, because my dad passed on, she always look for a way to provide something. It might not be of equivalent, but provide something for you. Understand? So now imagine you having a father that can provide everything for you, and yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that I'll provide for those people. If I have the money, they don't get paid. Understand? You don't get paid to serve God, but at least if I do have the capability or the ability, I can just come say, okay, you guys have been here for a long time, like in my church. I'll say, okay, 100k, if 100k naira, understand, is not that big. If I can build a house or if I can make 100k payout in dollars, and just go there, give each and every one of them 100k. Like just give them, not for their sake, but for for the sake that they serve God. Understand? They were willing to put on the sacrifice, discomfort themselves or their usual activities to be there, even when they're not being forced. So I won't lie. One thing I haven't been able to do is make a lot of sacrifices for God. I haven't been able to do that. I'm saying God a lot, but you guys should bear with me. Even in the units that I'm serving, I go when I can, and if I can't, I don't go. Or if I'm really, really tired, I don't go. Most of the time, but sometimes I push myself to go. And my pastor knows this. He cannot call me on a regular day and tell me that there's something wrong, especially if I'm busy, that I should come down and fix it. I might not go. I will not go. First of all, the thing is, I have not been obligated to that level. There's some people that if they call them now in that my unit, now they'll zoom, they'll be there to fix the problem. But see me, money if I'm on the chat, you call me, but you no go see me. You no go see me. But if I'm around, you call me. That one, in fact, you are calling me, I'm already there. But if I'm not close by, nah. So I've discussed my goals. So the last thing, let me come back. So now on the last part of this video, what has this phase in my trading journey actually taught me? So I started trading at the end of, or started learning how to trade properly at the end of 2023. It was when I was admitted into school, September. Yes, September 2023, and now it is 2026. So it's been a long ride. That would be like 2 years. I don't really know. That's going to be, let's say it is 2 years. I'm going to cut that part. I thought a lot. Let's say 2 years. Understand? So in my 2 years of trading, I've realized that simplicity is the key. If you are not able to understand a strategy to the most simple form, you're not going to be profitable. The thing I realized when I was learning SMC was that it looked easy on paper, but what my mentor was doing, this guy was doing crazy analysis, things so minute that I could not see them. Like something in my eye. I could not see what he was doing. I learned, I watched his video almost, if I calculate the number of times I watched his video, it's more than 50. And he has 3 parts in his course, or whether 4. And those 4 parts I've watched it more than 50, especially when I need something in a particular section of the video. Okay, let's leave SMC. I went to CRT because it's kind of like the new gimmick that is hot this time around. So I learned it. It was good, but still the same problem with my strategy. I don't really understand. Okay, not the same problem, but I had one problem with I had one problem that was similar to my strategy, which was it took a long time to form because I was looking at the weekly, daily, and H4. It took a long time to form. I will still go down to the lower time frame to look for entries. Just imagine that kind of top-down analysis. It's kind of long. And apart from the time, the patience required, which I have, but I don't have enough of it. I won't be waiting 1 month for a trade. So let's leave that part. CRT, I used a year and a half to learn my strategy. Now I'm hoping to CRT. How long do you think it will take? It will take a long time, especially with no mentor. which I was only watching Romeo's courses online because that was the guy calls himself. Okay. Apart from simplicity, what else would I attribute or would I say I've learned in 2025? I would say money is the root of all your problem. Money is the root of all your problem. It could be the root. That word came out wrong. Money is going to be part of your problem. I don't know how to explain it because, first of all, you need to have money in order to be able to trade and also be smart about it. Smart about the money. Have the money first and be smart about the money. Because if you don't have capital, trading is exhausting. And for me, I've been able to save a little capital for me to trade. And if I lose that capital, I will have to look for a way to source more, which might take a long time. But yeah, I actually tried my best. But if you have a source of income, you are good to go. You are very, very good to go. So what I'm trying to do now is to scale. Yeah, have money or do something that gives you money and be able to trade. I'm going to cut this video into so many pieces because now I did not write this one down. Yeah, just look for a way to have money outside of trading, then bring it to trading, then find knowledge. Yeah, that's the steps. Find knowledge. When you find knowledge, break it down to as simple as possible for you as a trader to understand and be able to repeat without making silly mistakes, without hallucinating, without saying it is there when something is not actually there, because that's what separates us from the automated traders. Automated traders, that is the big guys, the ones who actually trade large funds, because everything is being automated. They have rules, and the rules are written down for the traders to follow. While you, as a day trader, you're the one in charge of yourself. If you break your rules, you face the consequences, both the good and the bad side of it. But making profits from a mistake, that's a dangerous cycle. Especially if you make it the first time, you make profit. You made the second mistake, you still make profit. Your trade will be mistakes. So I'm going to stop this video. Please like and subscribe.